Bezalel Smotrich, calling for the cleansing of Gaza, were repellent and monstrous. Smotrich is reportedly one of the senior ministers Britain could sanction, along with Israel's defense and national security ministers. Other countries may reportedly join the UK, which has so far supported Israel's right to defend itself from Hamas and provided Israel with intelligence support, but is increasingly concerned by what it's calling Israel's morally unjustifiable and disproportionate approach. Tel Aviv says external pressure against it will not work.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Welcome to a Wednesday, the 21st day of May. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way with all of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. Going to be talking about the big Nebraska basketball, not Nebraska basketball, how about the Nebraska baseball victory last night as they pick up a win over Michigan State in the first round of the Big Ten baseball tournament in Omaha. Tell you about that coming up. Adams Central had a thrilling victory last night as they beat Wayne in the Class C elimination game of the state baseball tournament here in Omaha. The Patriots move on. They'll play in the Bracket 2 final today as they take on defending champion Malcolm. We'll get you set for all the other state high school baseball information around Omaha here this morning. Schuyler has won their first state championship in boys soccer. They beat Bennington last night. They claimed the Class B boys championship. Omaha Westside claiming the Class A title. The Adams Central boys headed to the state high school golf tournament next week. The Patriots finished third yesterday at the B1 district meet at Firethorn in Lincoln. And the state high school track and field championships get underway today in Omaha. So the state's biggest city is booming, and it's busy here this weekend. We had soccer, we had baseball. Now we've got the state high school track and field championships, the Big Ten baseball tournament all going on in the city. So Omaha definitely a busy place as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios here this morning. Good morning.
How the hell did you find a hotel room, my man? All those things going on?
Yeah, I was able to snag one yesterday, so it's good. I didn't drive back last night. Obviously, we got a game coming up this afternoon, so it made no sense for me to return to the Eastern Studios in Hastings last night. So
just expand the Eastern Studios, expand it a little further east. Good morning. What a thriller you had yesterday for Adams Central baseball. They get the Blue Devil off the back. 1-0 sacrifice fly, and then the play to end it, overrunning third base running miscue from the Wayne Blue Devils, and AC is able to pick up the 1-0 victory. Just all sorts of excitement yesterday, and I think when you take a look at the grand scope, as far as the best games of the day in state baseball, that one takes the cake for sure. In Adams Central, and I'm sure it had to have just been a blast to watch that pitchers and defense duel yesterday from your vantage point over at Fickey Field.
Yeah, Hunter Knuppel was magnificent yesterday. He's thrown some good games, but yesterday he was right on the money. He gave up only 2 base hits. He struck out 7. He was in control most of the way. It was an old-fashioned pitcher's duel. It was 0-0 going into the bottom of the 6th inning when Adams Central got the sacrifice fly from Caleb Wallmeyer to grab the lead at 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th inning, and Wayne leads off with a double. And without, oh boy, here we go. We're going to tie things up. So, yeah, they had a runner at the second base. Finally, they got down to 2 outs, still runner at second base. and a player hit the ball to the second base. Jackson Shagru made probably the play of the game as he grabs the ball right on the edge of the outfield grass, moving to his left toward first base. The runner at third, the runner went from second to third. He thought he might come home if that ball squirts through there to right field to tie up the ball game, but Jackson Shagru makes a great play on the ball at second base and then fires it over to third and got that runner at third base to end the game. Yeah, just an exciting finish last night to cap off day number 4 of the state baseball tournament last night.
You described it just as if you just watched the instant replay, like that's been playing in your mind of the last couple hours there. AC advancing, Malcolm. Got to beat him twice today, but just advancing to this stage now, semifinals of the what do you call it? Class B bracket, not Class B bracket, but the
Class C bracket.
Tournament 2 pod in Class C, advancing to the semis there. So, or the finals of that particular bracket, semis overall in Class C. Really exciting for Adams Central. And hopefully we get 2 today. Going to be a beautiful day, so let's play 2 over there in Omaha and in AC with another opportunity. Like I said earlier, and look at the pitchers, Mike. Who they've thrown out there? They've gotten long innings from them, and so the arsenal of pitchers continues for AC. They brought up a whole armada full of arms, and they've only used but a small handful of them, and have an opportunity to get some extra innings today and really take it to Malcolm. I look for AC to take the fight there.
Jacob Reichstein, who pitched the other day in the opener, I think he's allowed to come back today. So, if you're Tim Stroman, you got to put together a pitching staff. You've got to beat Malcolm twice. So do you go out and throw all eggs in the basket here to try to win this first ball game and then piece the second one together to see what you can come up with? I think everybody is available other than Hunter today, who threw all 6 innings yesterday. So Hunter will not be able to pitch today, but I think everybody else has got some innings left. Adams Central is going to have plenty of pitchers to get through today. And then you got to worry about Friday. And the state championship game, if you're lucky enough to win 2 games today, you play for the state championship on Friday, you got to kind of keep that in the back of your mind, who you're going to throw for the state championship ball game. So,
well, but like I've always said, you can strategize all you want, but unless you get to that game, the strategy is irrelevant. So you got to throw everything you got. You throw every egg in the basket to just try to get to that point, and then you'll see when the dust settles when you're there in game 2 what you can piece together. You're not going to be able to get to the championship game to worry about your pitching strategy if you don't pick up game 2. So you're back to all hands on deck, and I think this AC team's capable of doing that, where you have all hands on deck and anybody can get the call and get the nod and come out there and perform for him. So, you don't really worry about where your pitchers are at this point. If you're mapping it out, you're going with the guy you feel confident in, and if things get a little shaky, next man up mentality.
We've always said the Patriots got plenty of arms. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to be the case, and that might be the difference here in this tournament. Adams Central's got plenty of arms. I'm sure Tim's not worried about getting through the next several games. The Patriots can roll out to just about anybody out there. So there's plenty of arms to get through the day. 1 o'clock starting time today. I'm going to kind of throw that out there. It's all going to depend. Yeah, it's going to be all depending on how the other bracket games go. Central City Centura is playing a Lincoln Christian in the Bracket 1 final. Central City Centura is the undefeated team there. So if Lincoln Christian wins that first game, they'll play a second game. And we're playing at the same field, so they're going to get underway at 10 o'clock this morning with that first ball game. If all goes according to plan, Central City Centura, if they win that game, then Adams Central's game will go at 1. If Lincoln Christian wins that first game today, then obviously they'll play another game, and the Adams Central game could possibly be moved back as late as 3 o'clock today. So you'll have to stay tuned. We'll try to keep you up to date on our social media sites here at Extreme Sports to let you know what's going on with that first game. But the start of the Adams Central game will either go at 1 o'clock, as according to the schedule, or it's going to be much later in the day, depending on what happens in that Central City Centura Lincoln Christian matchup. I think that's an interesting matchup as well in the Class C. Of course, we saw Central City Centura a couple of weeks ago. Were able to beat the Colonels up at Central City, and it was an exciting ball game. Lincoln Christian, they have been hitting the ball all over the park here in the state tournament so far. So that's an intriguing matchup, I think, in the other side in Bracket 1. Central City Centura against Lincoln Christian. Malcolm and Adams Central, the winners will play on Friday for the state championship at 12 o'clock at Warner Park here in Omaha.
So, I mean, no offense to Lincoln Christian out there, but I think we're all Central City Centura fans, and I think that's the matchup we want to see, too. I mean, one of the teams that's kind of been there, done that in terms of Class C baseball, at least here for Central Nebraska, in Central City, going up against AC. That's the matchup you want for the state championship. So I think we're all Colonel fans in that early game. I think we want to see a 1 o'clock start for AC and their bid to potentially play a doubleheader today. And so, yeah, it'll be fun to see how that shakes out. But we'll be staying tuned for sure.
Yeah, Central City Centura is now 23-1 on the season. That one loss to Adams Central.
You might know.
So that's what's going on in Class C here at the state baseball tournament. Class B, it's going to be Omaha Skutt against Gretna East in Bracket 1. Skutt has a 2-0 record so far, so Gretna East will have to beat Skutt twice in order to advance to the championship ball game. Bracket 2 in Class B, Omaha Gross up against Bennington. Gross is the undefeated team there, so Bennington will have to win twice today. Class A, Lincoln East will play Millard South. Lincoln East is the undefeated team there. And in the other bracket, Millard North will play Elkhorn South today. Millard North is the undefeated team there. So at the end of the day, we'll have the state championship game set for Friday. We're going to have Thursday off. So we'll get to the state championship games on Friday, 12 o'clock noon for Class C, 3:30 for Class B, 7 o'clock for Class A. All the state championship games at Warner Park here in Omaha.
We're going to rewind about 24 hours from yesterday, where you said, and I quote, "I don't think the Huskers can do it. I don't think they're that team. They've been too inconsistent, like you said. They've taken 2 steps forward, 1 step back. How about those Nebraska Huskers, Mike? Get on board with Chief and I. Chief and I getting a walk-off win yesterday. Grit and resilience, my man."
All right, they won last night, but that doesn't change my mind any. We took the 1 step forward last night. All right, we win. Now we play the top seed Oregon on Friday night. If the Huskers split at 1-1, their season's over. Mm-hmm. They've got to defeat Oregon on Friday in order to have any hopes of advancing. So what do you think?
Yeah, I like it. Mm-hmm.
You like the matchup with the Ducks?
In a one-game, winner-take-all, win and advance, I like the Huskers.
I was watching it last night at the local establishment here beside the motel in Omaha. It flashed up late in the game that Will Bolton has like a 14-7 record in the Big Ten tournament when the tournament's being played in Omaha. They've won like 7 games in a row now.
Yeah.
In the Big Ten tournament in Omaha.
Well, I mean, they had to go all the way up through the tournament last year, right? And that was, I think, it was built a little bit differently. Like there was the consolation ladder that was involved because we didn't have the Oregons, UCLA's, and all the other island of misfit colleges from the Pac-12 joining us. So there was like a true consolation ladder. We worked our way up through that. And so, yeah, I mean, 6 wins, then you pick up that 7th win. So 7 consecutive wins at the Big Ten Conference Tournament. This team knows how to get it done in late May. They've had that been there, done that mentality. They know that this is a brand new season. We can forget all the one-run games. We can forget all the 2 steps back. We can flush all of that and just go out and play ball. And that's the approach you got to take when you're going up against Oregon. Screw their records, screw their ranking, and just go out there and compete. And if this team can be competitive, like we saw yesterday, there was a couple different times Michigan State strikes first, right? I mean, they come right out of the gates, and it's 1-0, and you're thinking, holy crap, here we go. But they fight through it, and this team's got grit and toughness. I think the bullpen was probably as good as they've been in a long time, shutting down Michigan State when they had some opportunities late in that game to take a lead. And then we cashed in on our opportunities. So I'm still a will believer. I'll go after it, and I'll have another sip of Will-Aid here on the show, and I think we'll go duck hunting come Friday.
IT guy has checked in with
whatever
due to an error. Obviously I didn't see the entire game, so
sure.
Was there an error that was a big part of this game?
I mean, there was a couple different defensive miscues. One early that led to a Husker run. I thought this was just fantastic, where like the first baseman's charging after the ball, is teetering on the fair foul territory, and he watches it like go off the bag, and then it gets behind him, and Nebraska was able to play to run that way. Then late in the game, they took advantage of another defensive miscue from Michigan State and were able to ultimately cash in the tying run and win that baby in extras. So, the ball's going to bounce your way, and when it does, you got to be able to take advantage of that, and Nebraska did. So,
yeah, I saw the 9th inning, and I saw the 10th, and that's all I saw last night because of our game. Yeah. I saw the best part of the game. So
that's all you needed.
402-834-1330 is our telephone number here this morning. If you'd like to join us, maybe about the Husker win last night, the Adams Central victory, anything else on your mind sports related today, give us a call. Love to chat with you. 402-834-1330. Leave us a message on our social media sites as well, as we are monitoring that as well. I'm still in Omaha, so we'll get set for baseball coming up sometime this afternoon. Tyson back in the Hastings studios here today.
Just chilling out in the Western studios, man. Nope. You're muted there, buddy.
All right, let's do it this way.
Yeah,
716. 716. You ever try to set up your studios in a hotel room?
Yeah, I did it once in Fremont. It wasn't that fun.
I've got wires all over the place. I just hope that I get all the wires stuck back in the bags and get out the door later on today if they throw me out. So, anyway.
That's what I was worried about.
Good to be here.
Leaving pieces of my studio.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up having like 2 laptops that I had to set up because one of these laptops, I got this beautiful high-powered machine now. It's running like a V6 the last couple of weeks. As credit to the IT guy getting me all fixed up. But the one thing it doesn't have like a mounted webcam on it. And so you can't like take the show on the go mobily without taking your other webcam. So I had to set up another laptop which had a webcam to log that computer into the webcam. So, you talk about just one computer having wires everywhere. I had 2 laptops and wires. It's not easy, folks. It's not easy to run a daily pod from 7 to 8 where the results of a sporting event from the night prior dictate where the hell you are doing the show from. It's not like we just fly back to our comfy confines of the central located studios. No, this is not easy taking this baby on the go. I just want to let anybody, all you kids out there that are like, well, hell, if Mike and Tyson can do it, anybody can do it, right? No, this is not easy.
When I was up in Sioux City, I had a much better background in my hotel room that I do today. Remember when I had the bears and the wildlife and everything?
Yeah.
I'm
You were at a
sorry.
hunting lodge.
You get a picture, you got 3 pictures behind me, and you get the bed that I slept in last night. That's what you get today is you wake up and get going as you check out our webcams. You see the bed that I slept in last night?
Looks
I slept in
comfy.
I slept in that baby for about 5 hours. 5 hours last night. So you're waking up with Mike and Tyson. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports coming up on 7:20. Good morning.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
If you only slept there for 5 hours, that means you got to bed at like 1. You were out partying last night. Anyways.
No, wait. I get up at 4 o'clock. I get up at 4 o'clock, so I think I went to bed at about 11. So I want to make that clear. I was not out partying all night. I went to bed at about 11, and the alarm clock went off at 4 a.m. this morning. So,
Your Honor,
Now-
I rest my case. Let's get into news, shall we?
check of news headlines.
City of Hastings has been awarded a $475,000 grant from the Environmental Protection Agency to fund asbestos cleanup at the former Hastings Middle School. Hastings applied for the grant in the fall of 2024 with assistance from the South Central Economic Development District. The grant is expected to fully cover the cost of asbestos remediation, enabling the building to be safely renovated and reused. The city must now submit a detailed work plan and budget to the EPA by June 30th. The Hastings Aquacourt Water Park is set to open on Saturday with daily hours from noon to 7 p.m. through mid-August. It'll close if the air temperature is below 70 degrees or due to weather, attendance, or any other unusual condition. Also opening this Saturday are the wading pools at Hartwell Park and Lincoln Park. The Lib Splash Pad, currently under construction, is expected to reopen by June 9th with upgraded stainless steel features and improved drainage. Most city offices for Hastings will be closed on Monday in observance of the Memorial Day holiday. Emergency services, including 911 and utility emergencies, will remain available. Despite the closures, the Hastings Aquacourt will operate normal hours, weather permitting, and the Hastings Museum will also be open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And to the state capitol, because it wouldn't be a weekly show without an update on medical marijuana, right? Because efforts to regulate medical marijuana stalled after a bill failed to overcome a filibuster in the legislature yesterday. Despite voter approval of 2 ballot measures last fall to legalize medical cannabis, no regulatory framework has been enacted, leaving the drug still inaccessible in the state. Without legislative action, Initiative 438 will take effect by default, which legalizes the possession, manufacture, distribution, delivery, and dispensing of medical cannabis. Clearly, this leads to confusion for patients and now law enforcement due to its broader and less defined language. Nebraska legislature unable to come up and fulfill the will of the voters from this past election. 7:22. We'll go to the Far Eastern studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Well, Robbie Bolin hit a walk-off RBI single in the bottom of the 10th inning last night to give Nebraska a 5-4 win over Michigan State in the Big Ten Conference baseball tournament here in Omaha. Nebraska scored 5 runs on 12 hits and an error, while Michigan State totaled 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. Case Sanderson was 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Caden Brumbaugh went 3 for 5 with a double and a run scored. Bolin drove in 1 run and scored once on a 2 for 4 night. Ty Horn was a starting pitcher for the Huskers. He allowed 3 runs on 2 hits with a pair of strikeouts and 3 walks in 2 innings of work. Nebraska continues playing the Big Ten tournament with a matchup on Friday night against top-seeded Oregon. First pitch between the Huskers and the Ducks is set for 6 o'clock. You can see it on BTN. Game, of course, will be at Charles Schwab Field. In the other games yesterday, Illinois beat Michigan 6-5 in 10 innings, and Rutgers defeated Indiana 5-2. Today, UCLA will play Illinois at 10, followed by Penn State against Washington at 2, and Iowa against Rutgers at 6. The Nebraska softball team will play Tennessee in a best-of-3 Super Regional this weekend in Knoxville. First game is set for Friday at 6. Caleb Wallmeyer hit a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 6th inning, scoring a run as Adams Central beat Wayne 1-0 last night in the Class C elimination game of the state baseball tournament in Omaha. Jackson Chagru made the play of the game, throwing out a man as he overran third base in the bottom of the 7th inning to end the game. Hunter Neppel was sensational yesterday. He allowed only 2 hits while striking out 7. Adams Central now 23-7 on the season. They'll play defending champion Malcolm in the Bracket 2 finals today. The Patriots will have to beat the Clippers twice in order to advance to Friday state championship game. First pitch will be at 1 today. Pre-game show right now scheduled for 12:45 here on Extreme Sports. And again, as we mentioned, the game could be later depending on what happens in the Bracket 1 final between Central City Centura and Lincoln Christian. In the other bracket finals for today in Class A, Lincoln East will battle Millard South and Millard North will play Elkhorn South. In Class B, Omaha Scott will face Gretna East and Omaha Gross will play Bennington. Schuyler won its first state championship in boys soccer last night with a 2-1 win over Bennington to claim the Class B boys championship. Omaha Westside won the Class A championship with a 3-2 win over Omaha South. The Adams Central boys golf team is qualified for the state meet. The Patriots finished third yesterday at the B1 district meet at Firethorn in Lincoln. The Patriots finished with a team score of 342. Lincoln Pius won the event with a 323. Lincoln Christian was second with a 327. Braden Underwood of Adams Central finished sixth with an 81. Brenson Underwood of AC finished seventh. He also shot an 81. And the state high school track and field championships will get underway today at Omaha Burke. Classes A and B will compete today and tomorrow. Classes C and D will compete on Friday and Saturday. That's a check in your sports headlines here on Extreme Sports coming up on 726.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Well, we made it to hump day, and with that, we'll be slightly warmer today, more sunshine and less wind. Hey, everybody, Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. 72 is the high today. We'll have mostly sunny skies, but we'll maintain a chance, at least an outside chance, for a shower or thunderstorm through the afternoon and the evening. Other than that, 42 is the overnight low. Again, we'll maintain a chance of a shower or thunderstorm. 71 and sunny Thursday, and then as we get through Thursday night, Friday, and through the weekend, we'll maintain chances for showers and thunderstorms.
Right now, as you wake up, get going, we've got west winds at 10 miles per hour. It is 48 degrees in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class winged beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Welch, Center of Bronick. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Wednesday, the 21st day of May. Thanks for joining us, whether you're listening to us on our website at x-streamsports.com, maybe on your smartphone with our free mobile app, maybe on your smart speaker, on YouTube, on Twitch, on... Let's see, I don't have my complete list with me, but we're everywhere where you are, so thanks for joining us here today. Usually I got a cheat sheet in front of me, so I didn't bring that in. Yeah, I didn't bring that to the far eastern studios here today to roll down the list like I usually do.
And at what point, though, does it just become like part of like your routine and verbiage when you open up after the 7:30 break? Like I used to have all those like long readers. I'm like, oh, it's going to take me a hot minute to memorize, by 10 shows. I'm just doing it off the cuff. It's good stuff. But yeah, you nailed them. You hit them all.
I got them all in there. 402-834-1330. That's the number if you want to chime in with us here today. Lots of people in the lobby. Thanks for joining us here. We need to get to the playoff scene. NBA stuff from last night, the opening game of the NBA Western Conference Finals last night. Oklahoma City beat Minnesota 114-88. The Eastern Conference Finals will get underway tonight as Indiana will play at New York.
On the ice, Florida looked dominant. Said that my head was going with Florida. My heart was certainly with Carolina. Florida looked dominant. They got the scoring started early and often. Took a 2-0 lead. Carolina scored like 15 seconds left in the first to make it 2-1. Florida punched on the gas again, stepped on the throats. Next thing you know, it's 5-1. Carolina scores a slop goal late, but Florida now has the 1-0 advantage in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Out west tonight, Dallas and Edmonton, 7 o'clock, ESPN.
You still like Florida?
Yeah, especially after last night. They flexed. The reigning defending Stanley Cup champions, they flexed last night, and it looks like that could be a short series in Carolina.
NBA, again, Oklahoma City winning last night over Minnesota. Eastern Conference Finals, Indiana and New York. Who's your favorite in the NBA?
Who's my favorite in the NBA? I like... this is going to suck. I'm going to lose a friend over this. My heart wants to say the New York Knicks. My head says the Indiana Pacers. I think Tyler Halliburton is on another level when it comes to NBA players right now. I think Pacers in 6, and I think Pacers ultimately falling in the West to the Thunder. So they have the Thunder over the Wolves, Pacers over the Knicks, Thunder over the Pacers.
Yeah, I like Oklahoma City. I'll take Oklahoma City to win the NBA championship. And I don't know about hockey. I'll just jump on your bandwagon.
Just follow the leader?
I'll follow the leader.
Dangerous game you're playing, Mike.
Florida.
Yeah.
It seems like Florida's a good...
They're flexing.
Yeah, all right.
They're the reigning Stanley Cup champ, so it's a pretty safe pick.
All right, I'll take Florida and Oklahoma City then.
There you go.
Our picks are not worth a damn anyway, so you can throw out anybody.
Yeah, I've got Florida and OKC. These are my two champions.
All right, so that's what's going on in the ice and on the hardwoods of the NBA. Again, we'll have baseball coming up later on today here in Omaha. The Adams Central Patriots is still alive after their thrilling win last night over Wayne. They're going to take on Malcolm today. Right now, the game is scheduled for 1 o'clock, but depending on what happens in that first game between Central City Centura and Lincoln Christian, if Lincoln Christian wins that first game, then obviously they will go to a game 2 today, which is going to push back the Adams Central matchup. So we're all playing at the same field, so we're either going to have 2 games today or we're going to have 4 games today at a freaky field here in Omaha. So
there you go. Speaking of baseball, I didn't get to throw this nugget out there yesterday, and this would have been way cooler had I been able to throw the nugget out yesterday. St. Louis lost last night, 1-run game, bullpen issues for St. Louis. They lose to the hottest team in the American League, in the Detroit Tigers. So right now that series is split at 1 game apiece, but here's the nugget on how hot St. Louis is right now for baseball. 17-6 record since April 25th. Make that now 17-7. 16-6 at home. Starters, the starting pitching for St. Louis has been phenomenal, allowing 2 or fewer runs in 11 of the last 12 games. And the night before, last night, which was Monday, my week's all screwed up. Monday, they hung 11 runs on the best team in the American League in the Detroit Tigers. St. Louis is hot right now.
You gotta be feeling good.
It's good to watch good Cardinal baseball again. It's been a hot minute. I mean, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's up and down for the Cardinals. You get on this big high horse, and all of a sudden you're going to be playing for the pennant. You're going to the World Series, and then 3 weeks later, you're ready to cash in, and you're ready to blow out the entire management structure for St. Louis and tell them to get the hell out of town.
So I'm just like every baseball fan then.
Yeah, well, when you got 163 or 168 games to go by, whatever it is, you got to have some peaks and valleys during the baseball season.
That's the fun of it. That's the roller coaster ride. That's why we rush to the gate and pay admission and saying, "Let me on this beautiful 162 game ride." Get all of the emotions.
Oh, jeez.
Lou Dog is chiming in. Remember? I did. I wanted Ollie Marmol gone, and in a lot of mental capacity, like still back there. If this ship goes south, Lou Dog, and Ollie finds a way to fumble what this team has put together, despite the fact that the front office didn't spend a damn dollar to get this team better. That they've just willed kind of themselves in the locker room. If Ollie finds a way to fumble this, he's the first person out the door. Kick his ass out the door. Bring in Yachty. Bring in Pujols. If you can find a way to stall or any way lose the momentum that the Cardinals have right now in the National League Central, if they go on like a 10-game skid, pack your bags and get out because you can't manage this baseball team. So yeah, I mean, I'm still on the. I'm satisfied with the results I'm seeing. And I think I'm not praising Ollie Marmol. I'm saying that this is where this baseball team should have been, and quite frankly should have been last year. So I'm not praising him. I'm not going out and rejoicing him. I'm saying this team I think has found an inner will and desire to play a good brand of baseball, and I think it kind of started when Ollie got ejected. They went on their hot run when all they went out and argued balls and strikes and got tossed, and now the Cardinals are playing good baseball. They got a little
that
fire.
happens. That happens a lot.
Yeah, you see somebody go out and go out to bat for you. Hell yeah.
The coach gets thrown out of a basketball game, and all of a sudden that ignites the team to a big comeback, not only in that game, but for the season. It happens in baseball all the time.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about Tim Stroman doing that. He's always fired up. Yeah, he's always fired up. He's always fighting for his kids out there.
He was the first one out the dugout yesterday to celebrate the victory when he overran third. Like, I watched the replay, and he shot out of the dugout to go mob his teammates. He's an excitable, always fired up guy. I love it.
He was not feeling well yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, he still shot out of the dugout.
Yeah, but he was not feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know if he was going to make the game, he told me yesterday. That's why he didn't. I texted him and wanted him to be on the show yesterday at 7:30. He said he was down for the count.
Down and out.
He apologized yesterday when he saw me. He says,
I don't have to apologize.
sorry, I didn't return your text. He says, I was down for the count. Said he didn't know if he was going to make the game or not. So I hope he feels better. He might have 2 games today. So I hope he's feeling a lot better. They stayed in Omaha last night, too. I don't know where they are. But anyway, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you want to chime in here today. Lots of people hanging out with us in the lobby here at the breakfast table, so to speak. If you want to leave us a message on our social media sites, you can do that as well. Huskers picking up a big win last night. We're just waking up and getting going here this morning, 5-4 over Michigan State in the Big Ten Conference Baseball Tournament here in Omaha. So the Huskers won't play again until Friday when they take on Oregon, 6 o'clock starting time on BTN at Charles Schwab Field. The Big Ten tournament, kind of a goofy tournament. They run...
kind of? Goofy?
I'm a sports guy, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here, because the brackets or the pools are being played all week long, and then the winners of each pool will advance to like a Final Four.
Right.
And then they play for the Big Ten Conference Championship, and the winner moves on to the NCAA tournament. I can't figure out who's in our pod.
Oregon and Michigan State.
And that's it.
So you got to win 2.
So if you go 1-1, if everybody goes 1-1, then what happens?
A run differential, I think.
Yeah, so it goes down to some goofy tiebreakers.
Yep. Yeah, this is like everything that's bad about USSSA baseball tournaments in the summer when you're taking your 13, 12 views and you're traveling all around the state and you go out to Lincoln and then you find out that in pool play you draw Grand Island and another Hastings team and you drove all the way out to Omaha to go play 2 teams from Hastings. It's pool play. I think it's a stupid format, but with the amount of teams in the conference, like, what do? You take the top seeds then get the low seeds in the conference, right? And then you got to work your way back through and snake around and put the middle teams in there. Sort of like this ugly pod baseball sandwich that we get. It's a stupid format. I wish they would just do like a normal double elimination. Got to go up through the consolation ladder. But the Big Ten, in their infinite wisdom, has to be different than the SEC. And we can't have the same thing as a conference that's, I don't know, literally the best in the nation at everything. We got to do it different. And these pods, get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Well, when you got a conference that's got as many teams as we do in the Big Ten,
who cares?
You've got to do something.
It's postseason, so make the postseason playable. Like, make the regular season mean something. Don't have just 3 teams that finish. I mean, realistically, right? We probably shouldn't be playing postseason ball. Nebraska probably shouldn't be in the conference tournament. We didn't have a great season.
Well, then the conference tournament.
Narrow the scope.
I was going to say, do we get down to 8 teams?
Yep.
Is that fair?
Yep.
You have to finish in the top 8 of the conference to move on to postseason
play better in the regular season,
and then have a double elimination 8-team tournament.
Yep.
Does that make more sense than we are doing now with these goofy 4 pods, and then we move on into the Final Four and then play it out?
Yep. I mean, yes. Make the regular season meaningful.
How many teams we got in the Big Ten now?
Like 14.
So
15?
we got 14. So you're saying take the top 8 and 6 teams, you're just out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could probably live with that. Play better during the regular season. Put more stake into the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
None of this, let's coast in after getting, taken 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 in the last week of the season. But, we were coasting into the Big Ten tournament, and now the season starts over for us. Woo!
Yeah, in that format, Nebraska probably wouldn't be in. I think we're the number 8 seed. We're the number 8 seed right
though
now.
It would be disadvantage to Nebraska, even though it would be a disadvantage to us, and we wouldn't be in. Like, we didn't play well enough in the regular season to realistically have a postseason berth.
I think Nebraska is officially the number 8 seed in this format, so we would just sneak in. We'd be the number 8 seed if we had the tournament like we wanted. Yeah. Top 8 teams advance. The other 6 teams, enjoy your summer.
Fixed it for you, Big Ten.
So that's usually what happens. 2 guys that are experts on nothing have got the tournament figured out. That's usually what happens. We can sit here between you and I and come up with a better system than the executives sitting in their glass offices. You know what's the difference, though? Money.
They get paid a hell of a lot more than we do.
Well, and probably money for the tournament.
Yeah, money for the tournament.
We're going to narrow the scope of how many games are being played at Charles Schwab Field in Omaha.
Yeah, the hotels would be pissed. There's a lot of play. A lot of people that have their hands and they're getting some of that Big Ten baseball money. A lot of schools probably getting the exposure. That would certainly be against our plan. But I don't give a damn. Play better. You want revenue? You want revenue from the Big Ten Network and and having eyeballs and exposure on your program? Then play better in the regular season so you can get that opportunity. Play better.
Well, in basketball, everyone does.
That's a 13, 14 team tournament.
Not everybody makes it.
I know, but only 2 didn't make it.
Yeah, I think only 2 didn't make it.
We were one of them.
Yeah, so basketball has a very similar thing, but they include more teams in. Let's see, if we don't have 8, we could probably go to top 4 seeds. Top 4 seeds could be a bye in the opening round, so we could probably go to 12. We could do that.
The college football playoffs doing that, and it's awful.
We could go to the top 12. See, I'm already expanding the tournament. You and I had this perfectly devised plan to go for 8.
You're ruining it because money is talking to you. You got Minnesota over here chirping in your ear that they want some Big Ten revenue. Oh well, maybe we can expand it for top 4. No, screw buys.
See, now I'm already
at
at 12 teams. I'm going to get the top 4 teams in the conference buys in the first round. And then we're going to go with the other 8.
So you're going to go 12.
I'm gonna go 12 out of how many teams we got in the Big Ten.
Right, but now you've screwed up your double elimination ladder. So now you're gonna have arrows and hieroglyphics. Make it a straight 8, double elimination, true cross-bracketed tournament. Top 8 teams get in. Done. Play better in the regular season, or you don't get in the postseason. Period. We don't have to make things fair for everybody. I mean, not fair. Just win.
Just win, baby, win.
Jesus.
When I took a look at the high school brackets, it took me 3 days to figure out how this thing works.
There's highlighters.
Oh, yeah.
You had arrows.
It took me 3 days to figure this out. So every class has 2 different brackets going.
Yeah. It's not cross-bracketed like it should be.
No. So every class has 2 brackets going. So the the 4 winners. So it's actually the 2, 4, 6, 8. How many games we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 games going today.
Yep.
And they're all individual type games. So.
Yep. Got to beat them twice, kind of type games. So if it's a true cross bracket, at some point in that second round, the loser of the 2 winners brackets would then drop down into bracket 2, and the winner of that matchup goes up to bracket. If it's a true cross bracket, so this is not a true cross bracket. It's just 2 pods of 4 that are playing to ultimately get to. It's like the Eastern and Western Conference. It doesn't crisscross or cross paths.
I don't need a cross bracket.
I love a cross bracket.
That's too confusing. That's way too confusing.
Follow the instructions on the bracket. Game 8 loser to game 9. Game 9 winner to game 10.
No, I like this. This. After I figured out this high school bracket, I like this bracket better than what you're talking about.
Oh.
Cross bracket. Loser of game 8 slides down here in the second bracket, and you're going to play the winner of game 4.
It's way more fun, and you get to see somebody different. You don't see the same team over and over and over. We're going to play Wayne twice. We have an opportunity to play Malcolm twice. Give me somebody different.
Yeah, that's the only advantage of what you're talking about.
Yep.
The cross bracket. You don't see a team maybe twice in a state tournament like we saw with the Wayne. You probably don't get that matchup last night if we go to the system that you're talking about, because it'll be a cross bracket and we'd be in the other bracket by now.
Exactly.
Boy, that Tim Stroman, how many films would he have to watch then? God, he watches every single game of his opponents for a scouting. If he had to scout both brackets, how many game films would he have to watch? Hell, he wouldn't get any sleep. No wonder he's sick. He'd have to watch like 500 game films.
Staying up all night, watching scouting. It's all about the grind. Let's get to, by the way, I wanted to throw this in. After we got on that big rant about brackets, which, by the way, I had no idea that we were going to go on that adventure.
And I just we get off
fun.
on we just get off on these little tangents. We weren't planning on doing that today.
Nope, zero plan.
That was not on our show prep for today, but it was interesting conversation there.
100% pure, just spur of the moment stuff. Now that I've got off that tangent on brackets, it's time to get a little namaste. As it's World Meditation Day, encouraging individuals to engage in medication to promote mental clarity, emotional well-being, and inner peace. Happy Meditation Day today. It is also Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day.
Oh, God.
Eat More Fruits and Veggies Day. You ate some after your wings yesterday.
I had wings again yesterday.
That's 2 days in a row.
No, that's 3 times I've had wings in the last 4 days. It's all at the same place, too.
There were some damn chicken wings.
Yeah, I ate wings. I ate wings on Saturday when I was here for lunch.
Jesus.
Then I took you for lunch when you went with me on Monday here to Omaha. We ate the same place, and when we have wings. Mm-hmm. Last night, I checked into my motel, and I noticed that about 3 minutes away, 3 minutes away on my Google Maps is the same favorite restaurant that I so dearly love. Oh. So what did I have last night for a nightcapper?
Son of a...
I had more. Just give me some damn chicken wings, will you?
Well, time to throw a little fruits and veggies in your diet, because it is a fruits and vegetables day today.
God, I hate vegetables. How many times have you sat down at a full meal and had vegetables with your meal?
Very rarely, to be honest.
I was going to say, for you, I would say less than 5%. Maybe when you go over to mom and dad's house,
sure.
Maybe for a supper at your mom and dad's house, mommy might have some vegetables for little Tyson. Mm-hmm. And Tyson, sit down and eat your vegetables.
Not if there's not cheese on them. You crazy lady. You got to throw cheese on the vegetables.
You got to have cheese in all your vegetables?
You got to cheese it up.
Like peas?
Literally the only way I can eat them.
Yeah, I don't like peas.
Peas are... No, it's a gross texture thing.
I like green beans.
With cheese?
Yeah, I got to have cheese on my green beans, although my wife doesn't cook that very often.
Or those little crunchy onion things, those little Frenchie, you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
Throw in the, yeah. Toss that on for sure.
So it's vegetable and what day? Fruit, you said?
Fruits and veggies day today.
Fruit and vegetables.
National, what did we say? Meditation Day. And because of like that, remember that rapture prediction? On the 21st day of May, 2021. It is National Rapture Party Day because the world didn't end and so we're all still alive. So,
That's
cheers.
good. That's good. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, already 7:54. Good morning.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Start things off with the city of Hastings as they've been awarded a $475,000 grant from the Environmental Protection Agency to fund asbestos cleanup at the former Hastings Middle School. Hastings applied for the grant last year with assistance from the South Central Economic Development District. The grant expected to fully cover the cost of asbestos removal, enabling the building to be safely renovated and reused. Hastings Aqua Court set to open this Saturday with daily hours from noon to 7 p.m. It'll close if the air temperature is below 70 degrees or due to weather, attendance, or any other unusual conditions. Also opening this Saturday, wading pools at Hartwell Park and Lincoln Park. Lib Splash Pad, currently under construction. That is set to open on June 9th. Monday is Memorial Day, therefore most city offices will be closed except for, weather permitting, Hastings Aqua Court and the Hastings Museum, also open 9 a.m. until 5. And at the state capitol, efforts to regulate medical marijuana in Nebraska have stalled. Despite voter approval of 2 ballot initiatives last fall to legalize medical cannabis, no regulatory framework, the second part of that initiative, was enacted, leaving the drug still inaccessible in the state. So without legislative action, Initiative 438 takes effect by default, which legalizes the possession, manufacture, distribution, delivery, and dispensing of medical cannabis. You can see where this is going to lead to some confusion for patients, doctors, and law enforcement alike due to its broader and less defined language. Should be fun. Grab the popcorn. 7:56, time to swing things back over to the Omaha studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Robbie Bolin hit a walk-off RBI single, bottom of the 10th inning last night, to give Nebraska a 5-4 win over Michigan State in the Big Ten Conference Baseball Tournament in Omaha. Nebraska scored 5 runs on 12 hits and an error. Michigan State totaled 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. Nebraska will play again on Friday. They'll take on the number 1 seed, the Oregon Ducks. First pitch will be at 6. You can see it on BTN. The Nebraska softball team will play Tennessee at a best-of-3 super regional this weekend in Knoxville. First game is set for Friday at 6. Caleb Wallmeyer hit a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 6th inning, scoring a run as Adams Central beat Wayne 1-0 last night in the Class C elimination game at the state baseball tournament. Jackson Chagru, he made the play of the game, throwing out a man as he overran third base in the bottom of the 7th inning to end the game. Adams Central now 23-7 in the season. They'll play defending champion Malcolm in the Bracket 2 finals today. Patriots need to beat the Clippers twice in order to advance to Friday state championship game. First pitch at 1, pregame at 12:45 today on Extreme Sports, but the game could be later depending on what happens in the Bracket 1 final between Central City Centura and Lincoln Christian. Schuyler won his first state championship in boys soccer last night. They beat Bennington 2-1 to claim the Class B boys championship. Omaha Westside taking Class A. The state high school track and field championships get underway today at Omaha Burke, and the Adams Central boys golf team has qualified for the state meet. The Patriots finished third yesterday at the B1 district meet held at the Firethorn Golf Course in Lincoln. That's a check on your sports headlines at 7:58.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Well, we made it to hump day, and with that, we'll be slightly warmer today, more sunshine and less wind. Hey, everybody, Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. 72 is the high today. We'll have mostly sunny skies, but we'll maintain a chance, at least an outside chance, for a shower or thunderstorm through the afternoon and the evening. Other than that, 42 is the overnight low. Again, we'll maintain a chance of a shower or thunderstorm. 71 and sunny Thursday. And then as we get through Thursday night, Friday, and through the weekend, we'll maintain chances for showers and thunderstorms.
West winds at 10 miles per hour. It's 48 degrees at Extreme Sports.
Cam Raceway brings the action every Friday night with high-speed thrills and dirt-flying excitement for the whole family. From A-class and non-wing warriors to junior sprints, junior cage karts, and flat karts, there's something for every race fan to cheer for. Grandstands open at 7. Ages 13 and up are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free. Want to be part of the action? Pit passes are just $20, with gates opening at 5:30. And mark your calendars. Saturday, May 24th is the Deb Bruntz Memorial Show, featuring $20,000 in total purse and some of the best racing you'll see all season. Cam Raceway, where the dirt flies and legends are made.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Mike, got your mic unmuted there, Mike? I think we might have lost Mike here. There you are. You were there. Now you're gone. Anyways, you've been listening to Huddle Up here this morning on Extreme Sports. Tyson with you here on this Wednesday. I did want to get to a couple more things here on the show before we wrap up shop for the day. First of all, to Noah Jennings, listener on YouTube here on the show, you're wrong. Conference tournaments should not include all teams in the conference for every single game, and every single team gets included in the conference tournament. If you want to die on that hill, that's fine, but you're wrong on the YouTube comments there. Also, I wanted to toss in a RIP, rest in peace to George Wendt. Of course, played Norm in Cheers, and a happy-go-lucky regular at Sam Malone's Bar, passing away yesterday, and will always be one of my favorite all-time characters. So RIP to George Wendt as Mike makes an appearance.
I'm back with somebody chiming in on they didn't like your bracket.
They said all teams in all conferences should play in a conference tournament, and I think that's overkill.
Who said that?
One of our YouTube listeners, Jennings.
He thinks everybody ought to be in.
Thinks everybody, every school gets to participate in the postseason, like some participation ribbon, stupid third grade mentality field, track and field day from Worms or something. No, you got to play there. Play there to get there.
So So if you lose your first 2 games, you get a participation ribbon.
Thanks for coming. You tried hard. You
Good
showed
effort.
good sportsmanship.
Good effort.
Shut up and play.
All right, well, we'll have baseball action coming up today on Extreme Sports. Adams Central is going to play this afternoon. Going to play this afternoon, hopefully beginning at 1 o'clock today against Malcolm. If not, it could be later. Stay tuned to our social media sites, and we'll let you know what time the game is going to be. Something just happened to my computer.
Yeah, you're okay. Hang in there.
IT guy is in there messing around.
You made it work.
Well, I got chimed out there right at the end.
We got all the way to like 7:58, and then we lost it.
I lost the connection here from Omaha.
That's all right.
Maybe some chicken wings got involved in. Maybe I had some leftover chicken wings down here in my computer.
There we go.
So anyway, we'll baseball. I'll let you know what's going on with that first bracket final today. We'll see what will be on the time, or it could be, it could be as late as 3:30 before we play today. It's scheduled for 1, but it could be as late as 3:30 today. So stay tuned. I'll let you know about that. So
go Central City.
Central City, Centura playing in the first game against Lincoln Christian. Yeah, that'd be a great.
Make our day a lot easier if they just win.
Yes, it would. I have a funny feeling Lincoln Christian might win that first game today.
Ooh, look at you going on a limb.
I have a funny feeling as well as they're hitting the ball. They hit the ball like they did yesterday. They'll give Central City Centura everything they want. And then some.
Central City Centura by 5.
All right. So that'll wrap things up from Omaha. At least for now, we'll do it again. We'll do this show again tomorrow at 7. I don't know where I'll be. I'll probably be back in my regular studios tomorrow.
Well, you get Thursday. You get the Thursday off.
Thursday off, so I'll be back in my studios tomorrow. So you can listen to this show again in its entirety if you want. Go to our social media sites, get the podcast of the show. You can download it, listen to it anytime you want at your leisure. Tyson, he went off on some brackets for the Big Ten tournament. He's got a new plan for the Big Ten tournament brackets. So you see what he had to say if you missed it this morning. Thanks for joining us here on Huddle Up, and have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home